Guys, so we're out here today. We're gonna start cutting up all these cedar logs. Got a whole bunch of them. This is just one row, that row, row down there, row going that way, and then all back through in there's all cut. I don't know, a couple hundred, at least probably 300 or 400 trees, I would say. Got quite a bit of work ahead of us to do, to say the least, but should go pretty quick. Hopefully. It's Tuesday now. Yesterday was a video of pushing some of these down, and the day before. But we're out here now. We're going to start cutting all this stuff, cutting all the logs, and then we will start burning those stumps and the brush and tops and everything else. But we got the 261. This is a brand new saw. This tree here, I just limbed it and cut 3 logs out of it. It's the first time I ran it. So far, it's very impressed with it. We have a 271. This is basically, it's very similar to this saw. This one's a little lighter and a little more power, even though this is the Pro Series saw. I use a 661. We go through and I just cut all the stumps off, and then we have this little measuring stick right here, just a branch. It's 8.5 foot long. So we'll just go down the log, cut all the branches off it, and then we'll cut the log as we go. I'll set you guys up here and let you watch. Go. Has a lot of power. I really like it. It's definitely a little lighter than 271. It definitely has more power than 271, I think. This one's also brand new. My 271, I've had it for probably 3 or 4 years, so I'm sure that makes a difference as well. There's nothing done to this one, nothing done to the other one. But I really like it so far. We got a long ways to go, as you guys can see, so I'm gonna get to it and we'll check back in with you in a little while. Alright, so we got starting to get quite a bit of these trees cut up. Loading some up now. I put all the big butt logs usually on the very back. That one just rolled off. Put all the butt logs on the back, and then we put a big load of smaller stuff in the front, just so that when I get back to the house they're already separated, because I use the big stuff for different things compared to the smaller ones, so I just keep everything separate. Now, if I can, when I get back to the house, then I can just use the skid steer and we just take them straight off and put them right into the piles that they're supposed to be in. So, one of those things, again, spend a little extra time doing things right the first time. It'll save you the time in the end. And you guys see logs like this one here that I just grabbed, everyone? I think it's hilarious. Some people comment whenever I have like the sawmill videos and everything, they see all the small logs in there. Why don't you put real logs on your sawmill, and why do you cut such junk, small stuff? Well, because there's nothing wrong with, to me, this is cedar. It's not like I'm cutting big oak or anything. The small stuff, it works out perfect. The small stuff we cut 4x4s, every size log I have. We have a different size board we cut with every size log. These, like this one here that I just grabbed, this is smaller, medium size one. I cut 3/4 inch thick boards is the main size I cut, and then 5-inch wide and 6-inch wide is the main widths I cut. We cut some like regular 1.5 by 5.5s. We have orders for, right now I have an order for 600 of those and 160 something 5.5 by 5.5 posts. So all of these, everything is used. The small stuff I buy logs down to a 6-inch minimum diameter. It's usually about the smallest I take. Some of them get a little smaller, but we cut 3.5 by 3.5 posts, and these logs are perfect for that. I mean, I'm not just going to leave them out here just because they're small. So we use everything that we can get. It took all the time it takes to get all these logs. We're going to get everything out of them, and I mean, it's well worth the time for a single 4x4 to take an extra 30 seconds to clean it up. You already got the tree down and everything else. I mean, it's well worth the time to take the time to cut the little ones. I can't keep enough logs, so I mean, if I didn't use the big ones, I mean, if I didn't use the small ones for some of these orders that I have, then I would have to use the big ones, and I already don't have enough logs for the way it is. So if I can use this small stuff to fill orders, and I mean, it works out perfect. It's not the same with every situation, but for our situation, this is what we do, and it works out great. So, but that's the reason. I know there's people that are wondering why I run an LT70 and cut little itty bitty logs. Well, there's only a maximum. There's not really a minimum that you can cut on it. It's completely up to you. You can do whatever you want. Anyways, that's enough ranting on about all that stuff. Just wanted to show you guys a video of loading some logs. Normally this getting the logs with the excavator is not very efficient. I understand that. I am doing this right now because at current point in time, the only two machines that I have are the skid steer and this excavator. So I have to have one at a job, and I have to have the other one at the house to unload. And I want to eventually, I'm going to have another machine so that I can have a skid steer in this machine out here, because the skid steer, getting the logs and cleaning up the brush, is the most efficient thing by far. This excavator, it's just the tracks are so slow. It's just not very efficient at all. So, but for now, that's what we're doing. We make it work. We're getting this one load tonight with the excavator, and then tomorrow morning I'm bringing the skid steer out here, and we're going to start lifting all these stumps and all the brush, getting everything all cleaned up. And we'll take all the cut logs while we have the skid steer out here, we'll use that to put all the cut logs in a big pile, so then I can just sit in the excavator after we get the skid steer back home. I'll just sit in the excavator and sit right by the pile and back the truck up to it, and we'll just use this to load them. And then it's very efficient loading the logs once they're in a pile by the truck. But going through and collecting them like this isn't the most efficient thing, especially when I'm trying to separate the big ones and the small ones and everything else. So I got out here about noon-ish today. Had a really late start. I had some stuff this morning. But all those 2 rows on that side, actually 3 rows, those are all cut now. My dad and one of my friends is out here helping cut. It's like a little after 5 now. Making some really good time. I'm gonna get this. I went around with the 661 chainsaw and I cut all the stumps off already for them all. I'm going to get this trailer loaded, and then after I get this loaded, because it takes a little while, then I'm going to go back and cut, but I want to make sure this is all cut or all loaded and ready to go. I said earlier, we had a 170, I think I talked about this, maybe I didn't. Well, anyways, we have a steel 170 chainsaw, small little itty bitty one we use for lemon. It works great for lemon. It's just not made, it's not really made for the amount of cut, I guess, that we do and whenever we get on a job, whatever. All these limbs and stuff, anyways, it wore out, I guess. I don't know. I took it to get looked at the other day, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So, I have my 271 I brought out here, and then I have the 260, the brand new 261 I got. And I was cutting with the 261 this afternoon for a few hours, and then my dad got here, and I bought the new chainsaw for him. It's a little lighter than the 271. So, anyways, the 270 apparently, or 271 now, I was just using it, and somehow the bar's bent on it from the last time we used it. I don't know what happened. We just used it last week. Somewhere along the line, the bar got bent, so now I can't use that. So I am lemon with the 661 because I do not have another saw out here tonight. And lemon with the 661 is not that fun, really. Gosh dang it, you never get the right one. Anyways, it's a very heavy saw for cutting off little itty bitty limbs. There's hundreds and hundreds of limbs everywhere. It's not the most enjoyable saw to run to cut the limbs off of. All these trees. For cutting stumps off, I love running it. It's a heck of a saw. I really like that saw. But it's pretty heavy. Set you guys outside and let you watch for a minute. Well guys, just getting back home. We haven't got the trailer unloaded, sorry you can't see me. We ended up, was not expecting it, but we got all those logs that were down, besides probably 10 or 15 I had sitting in just a tight pile. I'll have to get those, we're gonna get them tomorrow. But yeah, everything we had down that I was showing you guys in the video, we got all cut up. I was not expecting that at all, but it worked out really good. We're just getting home now, so 9 o'clock, we just got the trailer unloaded, you guys seen, and then we'll head back out there tomorrow to clean up everything, so get some video of all that possibly. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like it. It's something a little different than normal, so I'm having fun. I love doing stuff like this, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. And if you do, give it a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you're not, and hopefully we'll keep some videos coming here. So alright, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.